I'm Adrian Urias. This is for Afam 190. Now I'll be interviewing my dad, Francisco Javier Urias. And so we're gonna get to that. Yeah, we got it. Oh. All right, Dad. So start with your birthplace and their birth date.
I was born on Culiacan, Sinaloa, Mexico, February 24th, 1967.
Can you include your parents and siblings' names? Go through them quick because there's a lot of them.
My father's name is Jose Ramon Urias. My mom is Guadalupe Ibarra. We are six brothers and 6 sisters, a lot of them.
Okay, cool. So my first question is, what does family mean to you? Like, what is the bond that you have with family?
The family means everything. I'm really blessed, to have a family, the one that I have. My sisters, my brothers, they're really cool, and we support each other. We have a good relationship, and that's what families have to have, a good relationship, I think.
All right, so getting into all this stuff, can you tell me about your childhood in Mexico? How was it growing up?
My childhood was fun up to, let's say, 12 years old. It was fun. I had a lot of friends. The family was big. It was fun. Food was limited. It was not much. It wasn't that much nice things. We didn't have that much nice things like kids have right now. But it was fun. I lost my dad when I was 8 years old, so it was kind of sad that part. But overall, it was fun. School was nice up to 6th grade. When I was 12 years old, the school was nice. Overall, was nice.
All right, can you tell me how the schools were in Mexico? Like, was it fun? Was it like, a lot of people talk about it was abusive? How did you see it?
The school in Mexico, the class was crowded. We were like 50 kids on each class. A lot of noise. Teachers that barely keep up with the kids. Back then, if you don't understand, if you behave bad, they spank you. They pull your hair, your ears, or whatever. There was a way to teach. If you don't understand, they will spank you, or they kick you in the head. Or they give you like a timeouts, but like kneel down. I think they used to put beans, and you have to kneel down on beans, so that way it will hurt your knees or something. I was pretty messed up. I wasn't wild. I was kind of smart kid. Not smart, but I went through that stuff, through those punishments or whatever they call it. But it was kind of rough, But that's the way they used to teach back on the day.
So can you tell me the history about your grandparents and my grandparents, and from there on?
My mom or my grandparents? My mom and my dad?
Yeah.
Well, my mom came from a village of northern Sinaloa. They're both from Sinaloa. My mom she's closer to the Sierra, the foothills. she my mom's mom, she's kind of native, Mexican native, and my mom's dad, his guy is related to Chinese people. My mom's grandfather were Chinese, from China, and on my dad's side, the both of my grandparents came from Spain. That was the first generation. My dad was the first generation born on Mexico. So they immigrated from Spain. They bought a lot of land here on Mexico, Sinaloa. They bought land. They ranches. They have a lot of things. They were set. On my dad's side. My mom was kind of struggling to get by, but on my dad's side it was okay. I didn't met him on my dad's side. They passed away before I was born. But I met my mom's father, which is my grandparents from my mom's side. They were cool, from a village, honest, humble people. It was they're good. Next question.
Um, so, what are to get by and what kind of jobs or what did you work as a teenager, like growing up?
In Mexico, back in the day, you kind of work when you reach like 10 years old, like little work, not like heavy stuff, but let's say on the supermarkets, they bagging up groceries, that kind of work, or sweeping floors, they back then they used to they let you work a little bit and they pay you cash. So yeah, I did a lot of work. I was a newspaper guy, delivery newspaper, and I did that when I was 12, and I used to sell like uh, um, vegetables with a guy, with a friend. When I was a teenager, yeah, we work pretty much every vacation, summer vacations. We work at the supermarkets back in Mexico, and as soon as you reach 13, you can get a full-time job. You Back then you were a grown-up man when you reached 13. You can get work anywhere. But that was the way it was back then. They they now it's different. But back then you start early to work, and it was normal. Now they call it like a child abuse, that kind of stuff. Back then it was no child abuse, man. It was part of the living. So it was okay. If you want something like clothes or shoes, yeah, you work for it. Uh, my dad and my mom, they barely what they barely they barely had food for all of us. So pretty much you need to work to buy your own stuff, your own clothes, shoes, sneakers or whatever, and haircuts. I remember that you cut your hair like once a year because it wasn't not enough money to cut your hair. So once a year haircut, so you had to pay for it as well. Yeah, but it was okay. Yeah, no, it was kind of normal work, and still is, I guess. What's up?
Um, so at what age did you come to the United States, and what was the reason for it?
I came here when I was like 17 years old. First time for a vacation, summer vacation. I was at school there. I work here like for 2 months on summer. Uh, I travel on myself. it was like an adventure stuff with my friends. We came alone. We crossed the border alone. We came here with no family. Yes, we live like on a trailer, but it was fun because you didn't care that much. But for I mean, you barely kind of work and make a little bit of money here. So we worked for 2 months, and we decided to go back to school. I was 17 years old, but like around 19, I decided to just start my life, a new life here. That's when I decided to to come and stay because I just want a better life for me and better future. Not because it wasn't enough work on Mexico, but I want a little more things. I I I I had a feeling that I can do better here in the United States than Mexico. But I I came here when I was 19 and I stayed here since then.
Do you ever wonder if like if you would have stayed the whole time in Mexico, like what would it be like?
It's really it's unpredictable because I don't my I always like business, so who knows, man. Uh, Back then I was working like on restaurants, and I kind of like the restaurant business. Probably by and I like business overall, and, and probably I would have had like a business there, or I don't know, or but but I don't regret it. The decision that I made to come here is good. Uh, Mexico is unpredictable because the economy is not that great right now. I mean, it wasn't great back then, but probably I don't know. My I have maybe I have my own business or working for somebody else. I don't know, but here is good.
When you came to the United States, did you realize anything different about it compared to Mexico? Like, obviously, like they speak English here, but like, was there anything else different that you noticed?
As soon as you cross the border, you feel different. You know, the system is different. The A lot of rules. In Mexico there is no rules. Well, there are rules, but you don't, you don't. I mean, you just they tell you what to do, but you don't do it. So, like like probably everybody knows in Mexico, people just throw trash, on the streets. And here is different, but the language barriers is different. The culture is different. You feel a little bit intimidated when you get here on for the first couple years until you get your the way to live, and a little bit of racism. That kind of is a little bit uncomfortable because when you on the beginning you don't speak the language, and they sometimes it's really hard to communicate, and people don't some people they just laugh, or they don't wanna try harder to understand you. So it's different, but it's really hard on the first. I guess on the first 5 years it's hard, but after that, it gets easier. You kind of blend into the system, but the system is different. The rules are different, and but a lot of opportunities. A lot of you can do whatever you want to if you work hard right here. And I like, well, I kind of, it's good.
Um, when you first got here, what was your first job, or like what did you get yourself into to provide for yourself?
When the first, the first year I work as a janitor in a hospital, cleaning floors, cleaning toilets, stuff like that. And that was okay because I was making money. And it's hard because you don't have friends that can, you know, can give you a hand sometimes. Sometimes friends, they help you to get jobs. If you, on my case, I didn't have any friends. I didn't have any family. I was the first one of my family to come here, so I worked my way through, But it was hard to get jobs. Uh, but like everything, if you work hard, if you're honest, work hard, people realize that you're a good person. They give you work, and that's how you start your careers on any work. And I didn't. I you struggle a little bit. Transportation is a key. So if you don't have a car, it's really hard to get to the job. So you need a car on the beginning. That was harder when I the first come here because I didn't have a vehicle transportation to go to work. But I bought my car right like on the first year, so that helped a little bit.
So what made you go into the path of construction and like what you do now today?
Yeah. When I was working, I was earning the minimum wage, which is uh, if I recall like $4 an hour, and the construction is always it's a little it's always is the minimum construction is more than the minimum wage, and that's the reason that I try to enjoy construction because you make a little more money. All my friends that were making more money than me, so I decided to give it a shot in construction, and I wanted to learn something, a trade, and that's the reason that I that I did construction, and and over the years I did good, you know. Start my own business now. I have my own business, and and it's been good. Construction, you can make good money in construction without a major education, but you can do good. That's the reason that I like construction because you can make money.
And coming here, like, did you realize that were you like I have to like if I have a future family, I have to like this is my only option, or did you come in for a different purpose?
Well, the to come here to the United States, um, that was 30 years ago. No, 33 years ago. Nowadays, it's different because the violence in Mexico is kind of bad right now. But it was a good decision, not because it's a better way to raise your family in the United States. You know, that was the main thing for me to raise my family here. And and we all know from other countries that uh, living in the United States is better than living in different countries. But the way the government's good, they give you a lot of opportunities. There's a lot of opportunities here. You can if you're honest, like I say, if you're honest and a hard worker, you can do really really good right here. Anybody can do good if you follow the rules, work hard, honest. You can do good. You can do whatever you want to and make money and have a good future for your kids, for your family.
Alright, that's it.
Shit, man, está cansando.